I'm Maggie, and I'd like you to meet my friend Bill.
Hi.
And I'd also like you to meet my other friend, Stewart. Wait, Bill, where's Stewart?
He was right behind me a minute ago. Maybe his shoelace came untied and he had to stop and fix it.
Well, anyway, what I wanted to talk to you and Stewart about today is stewardship.
What? Stewart has a ship?
Bill, you misunderstood.
No one ever told me before Stewart has a ship. How big is it?
Bill, you're not listening.
Does it have a swimming pool like the big cruise line ships and all those fancy desserts?
Bill?
And what about a landing pad for helicopters? Does Stewart have a helicopter too?
Bill, stop.
This is great. Stewart, there you are. When can we go sailing on your ship?
I don't have a ship.
Maggie says you have a ship and I want to know all about it. How big is it?
I don't have a ship.
Does it have a swimming? Wait, what do you mean you don't have a ship? Maggie said you have a ship.
No, Bill, that's not what I said. I said I wanted to talk to you about stewardship, not Stewart's ship. Stewardship.
Oh, I'm sorry you lost your ship, Stewart.
Bill, I never had a ship.
In that case, I'm sorry you don't have a ship. In fact, I'm sorry I don't have a ship. Maggie, do you have a ship?
Bill, no one has a ship. I want to talk about stewardship.
Well, what is stewardship?
Stewardship is being responsible with the money we have.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh?
Whenever something gets broken at my house, I usually broke it. And my parents tell me I'm responsible. So being responsible for the money must mean I broke it. I didn't mean to break the money, honest.
No one broke the money, Bill. You're not in trouble. Being responsible with the money we have means being careful to use it wisely the way Jesus taught. It means using the money the way God wants us to.
I'm glad I'm not in trouble, but I already know how to use money the right way.
Really? How?
Whenever I get money, I ask my parents to take me to a store where I can buy stuff with it.
Well, Bill, there are 3 ways to use money, and spending the money is only one way.
I don't understand. What else can you do with money except spend it?
Stewart, you've been pretty quiet. Do you know another way to use money other than spending it?
Well, you can save some of it. If I get $10 and I only spend 5, I can save the other 5.
Yeah, and then you can buy the ship.
Someone would have to save for a very long time to be able to buy a ship, Bill. In fact, most people never get enough money to buy a ship.
Then why save it if you can't buy a ship?
Well, we save for several reasons. You can save up for something bigger. When you get older, you might want to buy a bike or a video game. That costs more money than people get for working a week or a month. They have to save part of the money they get to buy things that cost more money. You might only have to buy a bike once, but you still have to save up money to pay for that first time.
Yeah, my parents had to save up for 7 months before they could afford to buy a new couch.
Exactly. That is one reason to save. There are several reasons to save. Ask your parents why they put money into savings. Saving money is part of good stewardship. That is, doing what is wise with our money.
I never thought about that. So, for the money I get, I can spend some, and I should save some.
Right. But there is still another thing we can do with money.
You mean there is more than spending and saving? How can that be? This stewardship stuff, this is hard.
Stewart, Do you know of a third way to use money?
Well, I guess you could share it with someone else.
Awesome, Stewart. That's exactly right.
So instead of Stewart saving and spending all his money, he can share some with me.
Well, I suppose he could, Bill. But can you think of a better way to share?
That's a hard one. Let me think about that for a minute.
Stewart, while he's thinking, maybe you have an idea.
I could share money with God by sharing it with my church.
Good, Stewart. Yes, our church does need money to pay people who work at the church. Heating, lights, paper, water, lots of things. How else can we share money?
Maybe with people that don't have as much as we do.
That is what sharing's all about. Helping our church and other organizations that do good things, and also helping others. I'm sure you can think of people that may need your help. Like, what about people who lost their homes in a tornado or in a hurricane?
I've heard about that.
Me too.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, the three things we can do with our money are spend it, save it, and share it. But how do I know how much money should I spend, or how much should I save, or how much should I share?
That's a great question, Stewart. Each person must decide for himself or herself what the right amount is. Ask your parents and ask your minister at church. The important thing is that God wants us to be wise with the money we earn and the money we have by doing what?
Sharing, saving, and spending.
Thank you, boys.